Once in a vibrant meadow where wildflowers danced in the breeze and the sun painted the sky with its golden rays, there lived a caterpillar named Clara. Clara was a curious caterpillar, always eager to explore and learn about the world around her. One day, as Clara nibbled on a leaf, she overheard the gentle whispers of the breeze. It spoke of a marvelous transformation that awaited her, a transformation that would change her life forever. Intrigued, Clara listened intently, her heart aflutter with anticipation. As days turned into weeks, Clara felt a strange sensation stirring within her. Her body grew heavy, and she found herself weaving a silky cocoon around herself. Inside the cozy embrace of her cocoon, Clara surrendered to the mysterious process of transformation. Weeks passed, and Clara emerged from her cocoon with newfound wings adorned in hues of azure and amethyst. She had transformed into a beautiful butterfly, her once earthbound existence now lifted by the gentle currents of the wind. With her wings unfurled, Clara took flight, soaring high above the meadow. She danced among the flowers, her graceful movements painting the air with beauty and joy. Each flutter of her wings whispered tales of transformation and the magic of embracing change. As Clara explored the world beyond the meadow, she encountered other creatures undergoing their own transformations. She met a young sapling reaching for the sky, its roots stretching deep into the earth. She met a fledgling learning to spread its wings and take flight for the first time. With each encounter, Clara shared her wisdom, teaching others to embrace the changes life brought forth. She showed them that transformation was not to be feared but embraced, for it was the catalyst for growth and the key to unlocking one's true potential. And so, the fluttering butterfly became a symbol of transformation and renewal, inspiring all who crossed her path to embrace the ever-changing journey of life. For in the dance of transformation, Clara had discovered the true essence of freedom and the boundless beauty of embracing change. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled amidst rolling hills and golden fields, there lived a group of farmers who toiled tirelessly under the watchful gaze of the joyful harvest moon. This special moon, which rose high in the sky during the harvest season, brought with it a sense of joy and abundance. Among the farmers was a young girl named Lily. Despite her tender age, Lily possessed a heart full of determination and a spirit as bright as the moon itself. From dawn till dusk, she worked alongside her family, sowing seeds and tending to the crops with unwavering dedication. As the months passed and the seasons changed, the village flourished under the gentle glow of the joyful harvest moon. The fields burst forth with a bountiful harvest, their golden hues stretching as far as the eye could see. And amidst the bustling activity of the harvest, Lily found herself filled with a sense of pride and accomplishment. One crisp autumn evening, as the villagers gathered to celebrate the fruits of their labor, the joyful harvest moon rose high in the sky, casting its radiant light upon the festivities below. The air was filled with laughter and music, the scent of freshly baked bread mingling with the aroma of ripe fruits and vegetables. As Lily danced beneath the moonlit sky, she felt a sense of gratitude wash over her. She realized that the abundance surrounding her was not merely the result of her hard work, but also of the love and care she had poured into the land. Suddenly, a voice called out from the crowd. It was the village elder, a wise old farmer named Isaac. With a twinkle in his eye, he addressed the gathered villagers, speaking of the importance of reaping what one sows. Tonight, as we celebrate the harvest, Isaac proclaimed, let us remember that the seeds we plant today will determine the abundance of tomorrow. May we sow kindness, generosity, and love, so that we may reap a harvest of joy and fulfillment in the days to come. Moved by Isaac's words, Lily looked up at the joyful harvest moon with renewed determination. She knew that the seeds she planted today, not just in the soil, but in the hearts of those around her, would shape the future of the village for generations to come. And as she danced beneath the moon's radiant glow, surrounded by the laughter and love of her fellow villagers, Lily realized that true abundance could be found not just in the harvest of the fields, but in the harvest of the heart. For it was in giving of oneself that one truly reaped the greatest rewards of the joy of a life well lived, nurtured by love, kindness, and the light of the joyful harvest moon. In the bustling forest of whispering oaks, where the leaves sang and the streams giggled, lived an ant named Avery. Avery was no ordinary ant. While others in his colony scurried about, focused on their own tasks, Avery had a heart as big as the sky above and dreams as vast as the horizon. One sunny morning, as Avery was gathering crumbs for his colony, he overheard a conversation between two squirrels. They spoke of a great drought that threatened to dry up all the water sources in the forest. Avery's heart sank with worrying for his fellow creatures. Determined to help, Avery embarked on a journey. He traveled through thickets and over hills, his small legs carrying him tirelessly. Along the way, he encountered various animals, each struggling with the effects of the drought. But Avery didn't lose hope. He knew that even the smallest creature could make a difference. As Avery pressed on, he stumbled upon a withering flower. Its petals drooped sadly. Longing for a sip of water, Avery didn't hesitate. With all his strength, he pushed a nearby pebble, creating a small channel that directed a trickle of water to the flower's roots. The flower's petals lifted, and it bloomed once more, radiating beauty and gratitude. Word of Avery's kindness spread throughout the forest, inspiring other creatures to join his cause. Together, they dug trenches, collected rainwater, and shared what little they had with those in need. Each small act of kindness rippled through the forest, bringing hope and renewal. Finally, after days of hard work, Avery reached the heart of the forest where a grand oak tree stood tall and proud. Beneath its shade, a crystal-clear spring emerged, its waters flowing freely once more. The animals rejoiced, their spirits lifted by Avery's unwavering determination. From that day on, Avery was known as the humble ant, revered by all who knew his story. Though he was small, his impact was immeasurable. Through his kindness and selflessness, he had reminded the forest that even the tiniest creature could make a difference. And so, the tale of the humble ant's journey echoed through whispering oaks, a testament to the power of small steps and the immense impact they could have on the world. In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and meandering streams, there existed a tradition as old as time itself, the Zen Lantern Festival. Every year, as the summer sun dipped below the horizon and the stars painted the sky, the villagers would come together to celebrate with lanterns aglow. Among the villagers lived a young girl named Emei. Emei had always been captivated by the magic of the Lantern Festival, eagerly anticipating the day when she would join in the festivities. This year, she was determined to make her own lantern and take part in the celebration. With determination in her heart, Emei set to work, gathering bamboo sticks and delicate rice paper. With each careful fold and precise stitch, she crafted a lantern unlike any other, a masterpiece of beauty and craftsmanship. As the day of the festival arrived, Emei joined her fellow villagers in the town square, her lantern held high above her head. The air was filled with excitement as lanterns of all shapes and sizes were lit, casting a warm glow upon the faces of the villagers. But as Emei watched the lanterns dance in the night sky, she felt a sense of unease. Amidst the hustle and bustle of the festival, she longed for something more of a deeper connection to the true spirit of the celebration. Seeking solace, Emei wandered away from the crowds, following the gentle glow of her lantern into the heart of the forest. There, beneath the canopy of trees, she found herself enveloped in a sense of peace and tranquility. With a flick of her wrist, Emei released her lantern into the night sky, watching as it soared higher and higher, its light illuminating the darkness with a sense of serenity and grace. In that moment, Emei understood the true meaning of the Zen Lantern Festival, not just a celebration of light, but a celebration of inner peace and harmony. As Emei made her way back to the village, she carried with her the lessons learned from her solitary journey, that true happiness could be found not in the hustle and bustle of the outside world, but in the quiet moments of reflection and connection with the world around her. From that day on, Emei became known as the guardian of the Zen Lantern Festival, a symbol of the festival's true essence, a beacon of light and hope in a world filled with darkness. And as the lanterns continued to light up the night sky year after year, Mei's spirit lived on, reminding the villagers of the importance of finding peace and serenity amidst the chaos of life. In a peaceful pond nestled at the edge of a lush forest, there bloomed a solitary water lily unlike any other. This was the reflective pond lily, known for its understated beauty and quiet elegance. While other flowers in the pond boasted vibrant colors and intricate petals, the reflective pond lily shone with a simple purity. Its petals, a delicate shade of white, unfurled gracefully upon the surface of the water, their gentle curves mirroring the tranquility of the pond. Day after day, the reflective pond lily basked in the warm sunlight, its petals shimmering like pearls upon the water's surface. It watched as dragonflies flitted above, their iridescent wings catching the light, and as fish darted beneath the surface, their scales glinting like jewels. But amidst the flurry of activity in the pond, the reflective pond lily remained a beacon of serenity. It knew that true beauty lay not in flashy displays or elaborate adornments, but in the quiet strength and simplicity of its own existence. One day, a curious frog named Freddy hopped upon the lily pad where the reflective pond lily resided. He marveled at the flower's pristine petals and its tranquil demeanor, finding himself drawn to its understated beauty. "Why do you not boast the vibrant colors of the other flowers, dear lily?" Freddy asked, his voice filled with wonder. The reflective pond lily smiled softly, its petals gleaming in the sunlight. "I may not possess the flashy hues of my companions," it replied, "but I believe that true beauty lies in simplicity, in embracing who we are and finding contentment in the quiet moments of life." Freddy pondered the lily's words, realizing the wisdom in its simplicity. He understood that beauty came in many forms, in the vibrant colors of a rainbow, in the intricate patterns of a butterfly's wings, and in the quiet grace of a solitary water lily. From that day on, Freddy visited the reflective pond lily often, finding solace in its quiet presence and gentle wisdom. Together, they watched as the seasons changed and the pond transformed, finding beauty in each moment, no matter how simple or fleeting. And as the years passed, the reflective pond lily continued to bloom in the pond, a symbol of the beauty that could be found in embracing simplicity and finding contentment in the quiet moments of life. And though it may have been just a solitary flower in a vast pond, its presence brought light and joy to all who beheld its quiet elegance. In the heart of a lush forest, where sunlight filtered through the emerald leaves and a gentle breeze whispered secrets among the branches, there lived a songbird named Melody. Melody was not like the other birds in the forest. While they sang songs of the day's events and the beauty of nature, Melody sang from her heart. Every morning, as the first light painted the sky in hues of pink and gold, Melody perched atop a swaying branch and began to sing. Her voice, pure and sweet, filled the forest with melodies that stirred the soul and touched the hearts of all who listened. But Melody's songs were not just for pleasure. They carried messages of hope, love, and kindness, weaving tales of courage and resilience that inspired all who heard them. Her music brought comfort to the weary, joy to the sorrowful, and hope to the despondent. One day, as Melody sang her morning song, she noticed a family of rabbits huddled beneath a thicket, their ears drooping with sadness. Curious, Melody flew down to investigate. The rabbits explained that their burrow had collapsed in the night, leaving them homeless and afraid. Touched by their plight, Melody sang a gentle lullaby, her soothing voice wrapping around the rabbits like a warm embrace. With each note, their fears melted away, replaced by a sense of peace and calm. Inspired by Melody's kindness, the rabbits found the strength to rebuild their burrow, stronger and safer than before. Word of Melody's deeds spread throughout the forest, and animals from far and wide came to seek solace in her songs. She sang for the lost and the lonely, the sick and the wounded, offering them comfort and healing with her melodies. But Melody's greatest challenge came when a fierce storm swept through the forest, leaving destruction in its wake. Trees were uprooted, rivers overflowed, and the once vibrant landscape lay in ruins. Determined to bring hope to the devastated forest, Melody spread her wings and soared into the storm. With each powerful gust of wind and crash of thunder, Melody sang louder and stronger, her voice cutting through the chaos like a beacon of light. Her songs of resilience and renewal lifted the spirits of the forest's inhabitants, inspiring them to join together and rebuild their home. And as the storm clouds finally parted and the sun emerged once more, the forest echoed with the melodies of gratitude and triumph. For in the darkest of times, the melodious songbird had taught them that even in the face of adversity, the power of music and kindness could triumph over despair. From that day on, Melody's songs were cherished by all who heard them, a reminder of the beauty that could be found in singing from the heart. And though she may have been just a small bird in a vast forest, Melody's voice resonated far and wide, bringing light and love to all who listened. Deep within the heart of a bustling forest, where the trees stood tall and the underbrush thick with life, there lay a hidden gem known as the tranquil forest clearing. This serene oasis was a sanctuary of calm amidst the chaos of the forest, a place where creatures sought solace and peace. In the midst of the tranquil forest clearing stood a majestic oak tree, its branches stretching towards the sky like outstretched arms. Beneath its canopy, a soft carpet of moss invited weary travelers to rest and rejuvenate. One day, amidst the hustle and bustle of the forest, a young rabbit named Rosie found herself lost in the maze of trees and tangled vines. Panicked and disoriented, she stumbled upon the tranquil forest clearing, her heart racing with fear. As Rosie entered the clearing, she felt a sense of calm wash over her. The gentle rustle of leaves and the distant chirping of birds seemed to soothe her troubled mind. She settled beneath the shade of the oak tree, closing her eyes and breathing in the earthy scent of the forest. In the stillness of the clearing, Rosie found clarity. She realized that in her haste to navigate the chaos of the forest, she had lost sight of what truly mattered, finding peace within herself. With each breath, she let go of her worries and fears, allowing herself to be enveloped by the tranquility of the clearing. As Rosie sat in quiet contemplation, a wise old owl named Oliver landed beside her. With a knowing gaze, he spoke softly, "In the midst of chaos, there is always stillness to be found. It is in these moments of quiet reflection that we discover the strength and wisdom within ourselves." Inspired by Oliver's words, Rosie embraced the stillness of the clearing. She listened to the gentle whisper of the wind and the rhythmic beat of her own heart, finding comfort in the simple act of being present. With renewed courage and clarity, Rosie bid farewell to the tranquil forest clearing and set off once more into the forest. Though the path ahead was uncertain, she carried with her the peace and stillness she had found in the clearing, knowing that no matter how chaotic life may become, she could always return to find solace amidst the tranquility of nature. And so, the tranquil forest clearing remained a beacon of peace and serenity in the heart of the bustling forest. A reminder to all who sought refuge within its embrace that amidst the chaos of life, there is always stillness to be found. In a sun-kissed meadow, where wildflowers swayed in the breeze and the air hummed with the melody of nature, there stood a serene beehive unlike any other. This was the Zen beehive, where bees worked together in perfect harmony under the guidance of their wise queen, Bella. Bella was not just any queen bee, she was known for her gentle wisdom and unwavering calmness. Under her leadership, the bees of the Zen beehive lived in harmony, each knowing their role and working together for the greater good of the hive. One sunny morning, as the bees went about their tasks, a newcomer named Buzz arrived at the hive. Buzz was eager to prove himself and quickly set about buzzing from flower to flower, collecting nectar with unmatched speed and vigor. But Buzz's frenzied energy soon disrupted the tranquility of the hive. His hurried movements caused chaos among the other bees, and their once harmonious rhythm was thrown into disarray. Concerned, Bella called for a meeting to address the situation. Gathering the bees together, Bella spoke with gentle authority. She reminded them of the importance of working together in harmony, like the notes of a beautiful melody coming together to create a symphony of life. She explained that while Buzz's enthusiasm was admirable, it needed to be balanced with patience and cooperation. Realizing the truth in Bella's words, Buzz took a moment to reflect. He realized that by rushing through his tasks, He was not only causing chaos but also missing out on the joy of working together with his fellow bees. With newfound understanding, Buzz pledged to embrace the spirit of harmony and cooperation. Together, the bees of the Zen beehive devised a plan. They assigned tasks based on each bee's strengths and worked together with a sense of purpose and unity. Buzz, now mindful of his actions, slowed down and took the time to listen to the gentle hum of his companions. As days turned into weeks, the Zen beehive flourished once more. The bees moved with grace and precision, their actions guided by the wisdom of their queen and the spirit of cooperation. And as they buzzed among the flowers, collecting nectar and pollinating the meadow, their harmonious presence brought joy and vitality to the world around them. From that day on, the Zen beehive became a symbol of working together in harmony, a testament to the power of cooperation and unity. And though challenges would arise, the bees knew that as long as they worked together with a spirit of understanding and respect, they could overcome anything that came their way. In a peaceful valley where the river flowed gently and the wildflowers danced in the breeze, there lived a small pebble named Peter. Peter was content to sit by the riverbank, watching the world go by and listening to the soothing melody of the water. One day, as Peter lay basking in the warmth of the sun, he noticed something peculiar in the river's reflection. It wasn't his own reflection staring back at him but that of a shiny stone beside him. Curious, Peter leaned closer and peered into the water. To his surprise, the shiny stone was not a stone at all but a fellow pebble named Penelope. Penelope shared Peter's smooth surface and earthy hue, but unlike him, she was polished to a shine by the constant flow of the river. Intrigued by Penelope's reflection, Peter struck up a conversation. As they talked, Peter discovered that he and Penelope had much in common. They both enjoyed the simple pleasures of basking in the sun and listening to the river's song. They shared stories of their adventures and dreams for the future. But despite their similarities, Peter couldn't help but feel envious of Penelope's shiny exterior. He longed to sparkle like her and catch the sunlight in the same dazzling way. Sensing Peter's sadness, Penelope gently reminded him that beauty comes in many forms. "You may not shine like me, Peter," she said with a warm smile, "but your strength lies in your uniqueness. Your rough edges tell a story of resilience and character, qualities that make you truly special." Peter pondered Penelope's words, realizing that true beauty came from within. He may not have Penelope's polished exterior, but he had a kind heart and a spirit as strong as the river that flowed beside them. Inspired by Penelope's wisdom, Peter began to see himself in a new light. He embraced his rough edges and imperfections, knowing that they were a part of what made him who he was. And as he looked into the river's reflection once more, he saw not just himself but Penelope too, for they were reflections of each other's kindness and understanding. From that day on, Peter and Penelope became the best of friends, their bond strengthened by their shared experiences and mutual respect. Together, they learned the importance of seeing themselves in others and embracing the beauty of their differences. And as they sat by the riverbank, watching the sun dip below the horizon, Peter and Penelope knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would always find strength and comfort in each other's reflections. For in the quiet moments of self-reflection, they had discovered the true meaning of friendship and acceptance. In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and babbling brooks, there once lived a little girl named Lily. Lily had a heart as pure as the morning dew and eyes that sparkled like the stars above. She loved nothing more than exploring the wonders of nature that surrounded her home. One summer, the village faced a drought that threatened to parch the fields and wither the crops. The villagers grew anxious as the days passed without a drop of rain. But Lily remained hopeful, for she believed in the magic of nature and the power of kindness. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Lily whispered a heartfelt prayer to the sky. She wished for rain to quench the thirsty earth and bring new life to the land. Moved by her sincerity, the clouds stirred and a gentle rain began to fall. As the raindrops kissed the earth, a sense of renewal swept through the village. The parched fields drank greedily, and the wilting flowers lifted their heads once more. The villagers rejoiced, their spirits lifted by the nourishing touch of the gentle rain. But the rain did not stop there. It continued to fall, day after day, showering the village with its gentle embrace. With each passing shower, the land flourished, and new life blossomed in every corner. Inspired by the rain's nurturing touch, Lily decided to spread kindness wherever she went. She helped tend to the gardens, comforted those in need, and shared smiles with everyone she met. Her acts of kindness, like the gentle rain, nurtured growth and renewal in the hearts of those around her. As the seasons changed and the land flourished, the villagers came together to celebrate the bountiful harvest. They danced and sang beneath the starlit sky, grateful for the blessings bestowed upon them. And amidst the festivities, Lily stood at the heart of it all, her eyes shining with joy and gratitude. From that day on, the village remembered the summer of the gentle rain, a time when kindness and compassion had brought forth abundance and renewal. And though the rain eventually ceased, its legacy lived on in the hearts of the villagers, reminding them of the power of nurturing growth and spreading love.